Hi guys, this is Key and I'm the founder of Vibrational Numerology. Hard to say, isn't it? I'd like to share the reasons why I'm excited about it and the reasons why I basically, for want of a better term, channeled this information. Just came to me, and what I've done is upgraded numerology to be about the source code. And the source code is basically 0, which is divine feminine for want of better terms, and 1. You could call this chaos and order. You could call this yin and yang, male, female, nothing, everything, whatever you like, any kind of duality. Why is this interesting? Well, historically, what's happened is people have just followed some kind of subjective belief on what the numbers are based upon their own belief, their own cult or culture or religion or doctrine or learning. At the end of the day, the numbers name themselves. So the source being, whatever you want to call this person, in order to know itself better, split itself into binary code and 9 vibrations, which you can understand, and the 9 vibrations describe themselves. In Vibrational Numerology, there are 10 lessons, okay? So you'll find that exciting. The first lesson is your ego, it's your personality. It's not necessarily who you are, it's the first number. You know, I'm born on the 9th, so it's the 9, so I look up 9 to see what my personality character is, and I look up all the words here to see, my character. I don't think the character is too big a deal, and a lot of people get stuck in their face, their shop front to the world and who they are. So if you're born on, say, the 16th, that's a 7, you look up 16, 7, you look up those numbers in lesson 1 and you look up your character. Lesson 2 is the life path number. It's over 3 stages. A lot of people think it's the big number. It is just a number, and it tells you what you're going to go through, and obviously over the stages you go through, you'll learn about your life. I'm a 32-5, so I spend 30 years in 3, roughly, 30 years in 2, and 30 years in 5. You can do all the numbers at one point. A lot of the kids have hacked this stuff in this 21st century, and I'll talk about them in a second. So your life path number is lesson 2. Lesson 3 is the vowels of your full name at birth. That's your soul urge, and we'll go through that with you and how important that is. Lesson 4 is your consonants of your name at birth, with your ego urge. Now you can change your name, you're going to be thinking that, yes you can, and it changes your vibration. A bit like if I think I'm a bit of a fool right now putting this presentation together, that's the way it's going to come across. There's some real genius to bringing numerology into the source code, and trust me, it's as accurate as a GPS. In the beginning of the Bible, or any script, they speak about how thought becomes things or words become worlds. And we spell a word, right? So when you spell a word, you're literally creating the graphology of your life. You're creating the cosmology. You're creating how you think. Okay, so you've got your ego urge. Then there's a reason. Why is your soul inside your body? Your body, your ego. Why is the soul inside your body? And lesson number 5 is the combined urge, which a lot of people believe is your purpose, why you're here. Some people call that your destiny number. So the destiny of why you're here can be bigger than your life path number. Then for the first time in the world, I've triangulated the lesson of the day you're born, the lesson of the life path number, and the lesson of the name into 4 more lessons. Lesson 6 is basically your soul vibration, and we explain that in book 2. It's very, very important because it actually helps you locate your soul, what your soul's about, which is very, very important as opposed to your ego, or in conjunction with your ego. The ego is up here along with source and money and real, all sorts of little learnings, and in all of the teachings that we have dualities in the books that you can read up on dualities to find out what you're working between, black and white, light and dark, etc, etc. Okay, so lesson 7 is the ego. It's not a dirty word. It can be used successfully. I have to have an ego to put this video up right now. It's important that it's backed up by my soul. So then I have an ego urge, and then I've got a totally new number, lesson 8, which is the soul tribe, the soul vibration. The soul tribe vibration. And that has a number between 3 and 27. And that has a low vibration between 3 and 27, and it has a high vibration. The guy I just talked to today, obviously if you've got 3 to 27, there's 24 numbers. We're in exactly the same soul tribe. And I said to him, look, this is going to sound a bit weird because he's quite a normal kind of guy. And he said, no, I've always felt I'm in your soul group. So people know this stuff. And my stuff's beta tested. It's using binary code. It's using triangulation, pretty simple maths like a triangle. You put everyone in the middle of a triangle and you can work out where they are in the car and where they're going from A to B and how long it's going to take to go. And then the final lesson is the biggest lesson of all, actually, is the power of word. So if you think about it, you spell a word, okay? And that word creates a sentence. And if you go to court, you get a sentence. But a lot of people don't need to go to court to sentence themselves to a crappy life. Your thought becomes your word, becomes your sentence, becomes your life. So this is where this numerology is focused just on the power of word. We cover all the other lessons at the power of word in filling in your life matrix, where most matrices are only 1/9 accurate because they just throw the words wherever they like. 1 describes one particular kind of words. 2 describes 2 particular types of words. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The numbers describe themselves. Don't lie by putting them in the wrong places. It's not dishonesty, it's just not truth. So what we hope is that you'll get an absolute truth in this numerology. The kids love it because this is the word that they can use to create their world. If you want to book a reading, it's on the website. There's a free PDF where you can learn how to fill this in yourself. I can do workshops at your place. There'll be 3 courses coming up fairly soon where we'll just do the accreditation. I'm not going to make them expensive or anything like that. You cannot damage anyone by doing vibrational numerology. You can only help them. As a career mentor, I've been a teacher since 15, and I've been in the sort of coaching, helping people milieu since 1991. And I found this to be the most accurate modality on earth. I can see things like human designs, which I respect greatly. It was mainly the I Ching. When this stuff matched the I Ching, which is basically our purpose is to become our nature, I knew that I was in touch with what I needed to do. In the I Ching, there's more dualities in 2 than any other number. 2 is the number for balance, okay, and duality. So of course, when I had all the dualities in there's about 11 out of 64 in the I Ching in here. I knew I was onto something, and when I saw it match with human design, but particularly the gene codes, which is focused on the source reality, I knew that I was giving an education that would help kids bring out what they've got. My sessions with kids in the 21st century is by donation. If you're wealthy, pay the $250 for the investment. The books will be probably $30 and $40 US online, and they're going to be published within the next month. Bless. Thanks for hanging in for 7 minutes. It's a very long first video, but why not share as much as I can so you can get as much as you can immediately.